Hey PBC, let's talk about how to get ready for this Sunday at Pocosin Baptist Church. We're continuing to walk through the minor prophets in our sermon series, 1 week at a time, one book at a time. And this Sunday we will be studying the book of Habakkuk. Habakkuk's unique from all the other minor prophets in that it's not so much a prophecy about a specific nation or city. It's a conversation between the prophet Habakkuk and God. It's written about around 609 BC, we think. He's talking about what's happening in the southern kingdom. The northern kingdom has already collapsed after the Assyrians came in and destroyed them. The southern kingdom is still surviving. Just before Habakkuk was written, King Josiah was the king, and he instituted all these religious reforms during his rule. There seemed to be this great widespread spiritual revival. Things are looking up. God's people are observing the Passover. They're doing things they haven't done since the times of David. And things look great until Josiah dies. His son takes the throne, and immediately they go back to the same wicked ways that they observed before. And so Habakkuk is lamenting this, and he begins the book just asking the Lord, how long are you going to let this happen? How long are God's people going to act like this and do these things? And so he brings this request to the Lord, and the Lord answers him. And the Lord tells him, listen, I see what's happening. I'm going to do something about it. And his answer to Habakkuk is absolutely startling. I want you to read it for yourself. So take some time over the next few days and read through the book of Habakkuk. It's only 3 chapters. It'll take you a few minutes to sit down and read through the whole thing. But the overarching question we want to ask as we're working through this book on Sunday is how can I truly be happy? How can I truly be happy? Happiness is something that we all pursue. We're all chasing after. And the world has all these different answers to how you can find true happiness. But the Bible talks about this true and lasting sort of happiness, often called joy in the scriptures. And it's something that Habakkuk is able to demonstrate even in the midst of some pretty unsettling circumstances. Even when the word from the Lord that he hears is not at all what he would have expected, he's able to say that he rejoices in the Lord. How is it that he can have true, lasting happiness? How is it that he can have joy in the midst of really bad circumstances? That's the question we're going to answer from God's Word this Sunday. I hope that you'll be with us, ready to hear from God through His Word. I want to remind you as well, on Sunday nights at 5:30, we have a short informal teaching series we began last Sunday night called Marriage According to Jesus. So we're in Mark chapter 10, and we're trying to glean as much from this passage as we can that Jesus teaches about marriage. And this Sunday we're going to see God's pattern for marriage, that it would be monogamous between 2 people, 1 man, 1 woman, and one flesh relationship for 1 lifetime. So we're going to talk about monogamy and how that's under assault today in our culture, and what it looks like for us as God's people to take to heart what Jesus teaches us about the pattern that God has for marriage. So I hope that you will come for the conversation and you'll stay for the fellowship and just enjoy the Lord's Day with God's people this Sunday. I look forward to worshiping with you. See you then.